Let me first of all start off with landmass. If you look at the globe of the world or a map, Africa is pretty huge. So you can have a fundamental understanding as to how diverse the continent really is. And if you also look at the map of the world, you can see that Greenland is also pretty huge. Do you notice anything wrong here? The map tells us that Greenland is as huge as Africa is, but when in all actuality, Africa is 14 times huger than Greenland. And by the way, I love the Chinese. And I'm not really gonna get into the reasons why Africa compared to other northern countries or continents aren't represented accurately, because there's a lot of math involved and that is a topic for a different video. But what I'm trying to say is that Africa is pretty huge. Okay, I think I've overused that joke, so I'm gonna stop playing and be serious now. What I'm trying to say is Africa is pretty huge and has a spectrum of genetic expressions. Scientific evidence shows that humans originated in Africa. This makes Africa the epicenter of genetic diversity. As much as I hate to say this and to do this, and God, this really hurts my heart, I will divide Africa into 5 subgroups. That is the Bantu, Cushitic, Nilotic, Pygmy, and Cochin. When one refers to someone as African, stereotypically, who they're referring to is someone of the Bantu population. And you can find the Bantu from West Africa-ish all the way down to Central Africa-ish. And West Africans are known for being the most cunning people on the planet. That was a joke, which was a pathetic attempt to be funny. I was recently told that in every joke, there's always a truth to it. If you're West African, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. If you're not West African, check out my recent video about why no one likes Nigerians. I will leave that in the description down below. But all jokes aside, West Africans are known for yielding amongst the most athletic people on the planet. And that is because of one key adaptation. West Africans are really, really fast. And I mean like insanely fast. If you look up the top 10 fastest people on the planet, they're all West Africans or from West African backgrounds. Speaking of fast, I'm actually also pretty fast. That's the West African blood in me. Actually, what I meant to say was I was fast until I gained 40 pounds in 3 months. Speed being one of the major requirements for athleticism, you can say that West Africans are amongst the most athletic people on the planet. And by the way, guys, ask me how I got here so fast. Akin, how did you get here so fast? I told you I was fast. Having such godly speed comes with its own kryptonite. West Africans aren't really the best when it comes to endurance. You know what group of people are? East Africans, in particular the Nandi from the Nilotic ethnic group. And guys, you have no idea in particular how great their endurance is. All right, so if you look at horses can run pretty fast and for pretty good distance. And wolves also cover a pretty good amount of distance, but someone from the Nandi ethnic group can literally outrun every single animal in the animal kingdom that you can physically think of over a distance. And this is mind-blowing. Some people say it's because of the food, others say it's because of the altitude. I've had ugali a couple of times and I think it's because of ugali. If you're Kenyan, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Fun fact, so a lot of Kenyans come to Nigeria to compete in the marathons that are held in Nigeria, and they completely body bag the whole competition. Like, at times, it's not even a contest. And this makes me want to go to Kenya to compete in their short distance sprints to uphold the dignity of my people. Remember the groups that I mentioned earlier in the video when I said that I hate to divide Africa into groups? The group that Kenya falls under is the Cushitic ethnic group. And this consists of countries around the Horn of Africa, which are Eritrea, Ethiopia, Kenya, and Somalia. Hey, look at me. I'm the captain now. A little south of where you'll find the Cushitic people, you will find the Nilotes, the most badass people on the planet. I mean, have you ever met someone that's just so cool? Like, they're just cool. Like, they don't even have to try. Like, they're just smooth. These are the Nilotes. If I had the chance to be reborn and I could choose whichever ethnic group that I would like to be born into, I would love to be a Nilote. The Nilotes are characterized by their tall and lanky framework with a deep, dark skin complexion. Imagine going to a place where you're not only dwarfed by the women of that land, but also their children. This is Bol Bol, a 20-year-old Sudanese giant. With a height of 7 feet 2 inches, he plays for the NBA Denver Nuggets. His father, Manute Bol, the tallest player in NBA history, with a height of 7 feet 7 inches. And guess how tall his father was? 7 feet 10 inches. That is impossible height. Due to their height, the Nilotes have a natural aptitude to excel at basketball, but due to the fact that the sport has evolved over time, height is no longer as consequential as it used to be. Just when you thought Africa was diverse, it gets even stranger. A few miles away from where you'll find the tallest people in the world, you'll also find the shortest people in the world. They are characterized under the Pygmies. And for some reason, the Pygmies don't really have a long lifespan. Their lifespan ranges from 16 years old to 25 years old. The height of the average pygmy is 5 feet. If you go further down the map, you will find the Koshans. They're also known as the oldest ethnic group on the planet. They have quite a distinct appearance compared to most African ethnic groups. They're mostly light in complexion with a tight coarse hair, small eyes with high cheekbones, similar to East Asians. They're also known as the oldest people on the planet. They also speak the most clutch language on the planet. It's called Xhosa. It's called Xhosa. 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 Damn it. It's called Xhosa. Xhosa. Darn, I can't even pronounce it. Wow. I swear I got this right last night. I think I need some water.
A few moments later.
Xhosa. 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 Africa is so big and diverse that if we're looking at only skin color, then we're missing out on the most important thing, and that is being human. Because being human means to celebrate every single thing that makes us different. Because that is exactly what makes us significant in such a vast world that we all live in. In his book, The Mismeasure of Man, Stephen Gould mentions how in the British Museum, there's a famous psychologist, Burke, and his brain was preserved on a jar, and next to the jar was the genitals of an African. African history tend to get the short end of the stick and are often misrepresented throughout history. I covered this misrepresentation in my previous video titled Will Racism Ever Go Away? I will have it linked up here. And the purpose of this channel is to share with you the other side of the story of Africa that we're not being told of. Africa is so diverse that scientists are actually convinced that if you're looking for any sort of genetically measurable trait, you'll find it in Africa. This means that if you're looking for the strongest person in the world, you'll find them in Africa. If you're looking for the people with the best eyesight in the world, you will find them in Africa. And also, if you're looking for the smartest people in the world, you will find them in Africa. And there's actually an Einstein African project that is in search of the smartest people in the world, and they're looking for them in Africa. This project has been going on for a few years now and has been successful all throughout and has yielded amongst the most competent people on the planet. The whole world needs to be re-educated about Africa because being African is not only about skin color. There's so much more to it. Being African is a mentality, a state of being. If you made it this far into the video, I am grateful for you spending this time with me. You have no idea, but it means so much. The YouTube algorithm suggests to you videos that it thinks you might like to see. If you're not subscribed, this might be the last time that you will see any of the videos of this channel. If you like the video and would love to see more of it, if you haven't done so already, you can make sure to press the subscribe button down below and the notification bell that pops up next to it, so that you can be notified whenever a new video is released. Continue to be awesome. I'll see you next Wednesday. I love you so much. Stay safe. and have a wonderful, wonderful day.